beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your reading for June 2021. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. This is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful that scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, and even if I did, I would not be charging you. I do not have WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon, so I do not take donations. If you would like to give back in some way, please give your wonderful money to charity or save it for a rainy day. Also, I do not have an assistant, and I do not do meet and greet. Also, someone is scamming people on Facebook, pretending to be me, asking for e-gifts. I do not ask for e-gifts either, okay? So I do not take anything, nothing at all. Whatever they can come up with, I do not take. So just so you're aware. This is your June 2021 reading, my beautiful Sagittarians. Let's get straight to it. Now, very interesting, on the 10th of June, we have a solar eclipse. Very powerful energy. It's a time to focus on your goals, dreams, and your desires, but also on self-expression, okay? You're looking at what effort you're putting into things and what you're getting out, recognizing that you deserve more for the efforts that you're putting in so far. So it's also a time for making giant leaps forward in your career. And even if you're looking for love, it's about movement forward. A wonderful energy for you for June. We have Wombat Spirit, be at home. Now, this energy, be at home, is an energy of be in the present moment, being comfortable in your own skin, okay? And it is recognizing where you feel content, okay? Whether that's in friendships or in love or in your career, you know, you get an underlying feeling. If you're feeling uncomfortable in a situation, you know that those people or that situation is not meant for you. So be at home is recognizing what is meant for you and sort of sitting in that energy and recognizing you're on the right path, okay? Also, we've got Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So you may be actually, I'm just getting an energy here of you giving advice to somebody in the month of June. Now, I picked up that energy in Scorpio, I feel. And there's going to be somebody who you give advice to that really pays dividends in the future. Now, I don't feel like you're going to give your advice to get something out of it, but I feel like it's going to come full circle for you. Also, I feel with that turn knowledge into wisdom, I feel like you're going to be able to capitalize on that knowledge that you have during the month of June, and I feel like it's going to be very lucrative towards your career. The wolf spirit is an energy of doing something on its own. Even though you have a wolf pack behind you, there's often that one person or that one wolf that goes off and really sort of leads the pack, as it were. So I feel like you will be in that sort of leadership energy, and I feel like there's a lot of success that comes from that protective energy as well in June. We have Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. Okay, so whatever it is you're trying to do in terms of your career, your aspirations, there's a lot of achievement here. Things will just work out in your favor. You may feel like lucky breaks just land in your lap, but it's something that you've worked for quite some time, Sag. So it's almost like you're having a breakthrough, and it's like harvest time for you, because they're really showing me this leaf on top of the rabbit's back there. So they're indicating that this is the time for reaping rewards in terms of success for whatever it is that you've been waiting for. It's a new, well, they're giving me this, it's almost like a new start here. Doors are starting to open for you, okay? They want me to tell you that number 49, when you reduce it, 4 plus 9 is 13. So that is the death card energy. That's about, you know, any adversity, anything that you've been going through that's been a tough time, you're turning it around, and I feel like you're making it work in your favor. You're the sort of person that when life gives you lemons, I know it's such a cliche, but you make lemonade with a little bit of gin or a little bit of vodka. You give a kick to it. There's something different about you, Sag, and I feel like you're very unique in your energy, and you manage to turn things around. And we also have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. You're a very adventurous sign. You're very strongly emotional about things that you really care about. I know that's an obvious thing to say with human beings in general, but I feel like you have a real kind of like glass half full kind of energy about you rather than half empty. You see the goodness, even though things are maybe crumbling in certain situations. I don't feel like they're crumbling for you right now. What I feel like is you're putting that energy in the past, and this is about hope. This is about turning things around, but also miracles happening. Okay, I feel like you're going to be in the spotlight for something, a job well done, or in terms of love, I feel like you may be doing a lot of healing, but this is a time to be open to infinite possibility, because there's infinite, I feel like you got a lot of potential, and I feel like there's a lot of abundance and opportunities headed your way that allows you to rise. Now let's go and see the overall energy for you for the month. Now, just to let you know, I will be running another free competition for someone to win at the end of the month. Sorry, you just got a lot of frenetic energy for June, which is really wonderful. Wow, there it is, the Tower card. Okay, we will come to that energy in a moment. But I'm running a free competition for someone to win. It's not going to be the same as usual, so I'll let you know how to win it right at the end, because I don't like to waste anyone's time, and some people are here just for the messages and not for the competition. Interesting energy. Yeah, I'm loving that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know how to win that right at the end. Also, I've launched a new channel called the Muse Eye Messages. I'll put the link in the comments box below for that. But it's a pick a card channel to give you an opportunity to start honing your intuition, to check in with my energy and my guides, and you know, really help give back your energy. It's almost like an energy exchange in the reading, so look out for that if that's something that you're interested in. Not everyone likes pick a card channel, so that's totally your call. Now, the protagonist energy for you, Sag, for the month of June is the Tower. Now, if you got the Tower card in the resistance position, the sort of antagonist position, not the protagonist, or you got it in the unified position, I'd say stuff's about to go down for you. But because it's in the protagonist energy, this is your energy. You are breaking up the script. You are blowing out the plan, as it were, and you're doing something different. Okay, you're creating the Tower moment. You're releasing all that energy that's been in stagnancy, all that energy that's been keeping you stuck. It's almost like you are creating the change. You're creating the upheaval. You're having the awakening. Now, the Tower card represents a stuck energy. You know, if there was uncertainty in any way and you're sitting on the fence about something, fate intervenes with that lightning bolt there to blow the crown chakra wide open. Now, the crown chakra is about deep knowing. Okay, it's about knowing your journey, knowing what's meant to be, and deep down you know what is right for you, and you know that that will never pass you by. So there's an energy here. It sort of sets that tower, which represents prison, on fire, so that things become uncomfortable for those butterflies. That's like life, you know. Fate comes along to make you feel uncomfortable in a situation, and that's why that card, where is it? Be at home. That's when this is very relevant, because when things become uncomfortable, you recognize you're no longer happy where you used to be. So you've got to change the energy with that wombat spirit and recognize what is right for you. And that Tower card represents change. Those two butterflies, they have to exit the building, because if they stayed where they were, they'd be burnt, okay? It will be over for them. So they have to take a leap of faith into the unknown. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's two people that leap into the unknown there, because it's better to do that and embrace the new rather than stay in that stuck energy. And, you know, the universe does not want you to remain stuck. So this Tower in this position represents you're making the changes. You're going to do something that really shocks people, or does something, you know, anybody got expectations for you, Sag. They are sort of, it's almost like you're not doing what people expect of you, okay? And I feel like as a result, you're shaking off that stagnant energy, or anything that's you're stuck in a rut, maybe in a pattern, or you've got an old habit there. You're releasing it to embrace the new, because you're fed up in this energy of feeling stuck. Now, you may have resisted this for a while, or you may have avoided this or been reluctant for it for a while. Whatever this is the overall energy, and I will go deeper with a Celtic cross in a moment. But I feel like this is now the time for change. Everything's starting to move, okay? No longer are you staying stationary. Also, they'll give me a name, Fiona. So if your name is Fiona, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. If it does not resonate for you, doesn't mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading, okay, as their attention may have wavered. Now, what's really weird, they're showing me a film with it. I'm not really sure how it's relevant to your reading, but I'll give it to you because this is what they're giving me. It's an animated film, and it's Shrek. So I don't know how it even is relevant to your situation. So either you've just finished watching one of the Shrek sort of films, or I'm not sure how it resonates. You know, I saw it many years ago, but I can't really remember it, so I can't really tell you what's in there other than finding true love. So maybe it's about that. Maybe it's about you feeling in some way that you're unlovable or something. I'm not sure, but actually you're completely lovable, and you have to accept who you are in this moment, and the right love will manifest towards you. I don't feel like you're gonna, that's not to mean you're gonna find an ogre, okay? I feel like it's the energy of you finding the right love. Yeah, I hope that resonates. I'm not really sure what the film is kind of trying to tell me, so I'm gonna have to leave that image there. I'll leave it there. I mean, maybe your favorite film or something, or maybe, let's move on. So in the resistance position, we've got the Star card. Now, the Star is an energy of, you know, maybe, especially in this position, it's about having a test of faith. Okay, so if you've been working really hard on your career and you feel like you're not going anywhere, it feels very stuck and stagnant, you may have felt a little bit confused, maybe even negative, feeling like it's not going to happen. There's an energy here of you, that is your challenge, to break through that energy and have faith. Come back to center and recognize that there is hope here, that there is peace here, and final clarity as to what you want to do. There's a new version of yourself in June, Sag, and I feel like you're getting out there and you're embracing new ideas, you're growing exponentially. But I also feel here that you are inspired once again. You found your mojo after a period of feeling really like down or stuck in a rut. I feel like you're getting back on the horse with something, and I feel like it's almost like the stars are aligning for your success after a period of stagnancy or you ignoring something or feeling down. There's resistance. Maybe you felt like you could not physically move forward because, you know, we're going through a pandemic right now, so you're not sure how you can move forward. But I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? I will read the career energy first, and then I will read love at the end, just so you're aware. So you got both energies coming through. Now, the unified position is interesting because what they're basically saying is you're weighing up your options, and it all depends on what you decide in this moment going forward, because we have the Hangman here, which indicates you've waited a long time, okay? There's been sacrifice. You sacrificed a lot for your career or for love. There is surrender here. It's almost like you saying to the universe, okay, you win. I don't even know which way to turn anymore. And just when you feel like either giving up on something or you feel like you're at your wit's end with something, that's when the turnaround happens. Also with the Hangman energy, this is about new perspective. How can you do something in a different way that shakes up the system? Something you've never done before. Because if we always do what we always did, whether that's in love or career, we'll always get the same outcome. Doing anything different, you know, will shake up the energy. If you're always doing the same thing, that's like it's like insanity, right? Because we expect a different outcome, but if we're doing the same thing, we're always going to get the same result. So there's definitely an energy here of, I just feel like there's a lot of growth here. Even though like this figure here is a bat, and you know the sun is in the background, it's almost like being closed off, but in that time there's been time for self-reflection in order to manifest new opportunities. And I feel like if you felt like there was any opportunities that passed you by, or you know there was a missed opportunity, as I said, or something went to somebody else and you were really shaken by this energy, or it surprised you, I feel like they're going to be the ones surprised in the end because you're the winner. That's the energy that I get, okay? Now, in terms of your career, for example, there may have been a big shakeup in your workspace, and you may be healing from that. Maybe you got let go from your workspace, or you know, there's a lot of downsizing or uncertain energy, and you're feeling like what's going to happen. Maybe you're waiting to find out what happens there. I feel like you're taking back the energy. You're taking back the power with this Judgment card. This is about rebirth. This is you. If there's been any adversity, Okay, if you're dealing with any negative energy or anything that's been going on, that's been a tough cycle, I feel like it's almost like you're that phoenix rising from the ashes in order to succeed. The Judgment card indicates you're weighing up your options. There's a new version of you, as I said, and I feel like there's a new path opening up to you. You get to decide. You're at a crux. There's two paths opening up. So you have to release one path, or you have to release something in order to gain something greater. Whatever is hindering you, this is about releasing that, sacrificing the things that are holding you back in order to move forward and gain something new. Also, the Judgment card is about second chances. Okay, so perhaps there's been a bit of a shock in your world, and you're really deciding how to deal with it. I feel like you're going to shock them or change the script according to who you are, Sag, and I feel like you're going to decide whether you want to give it a second chance, if it's love, or if you want to. I just feel like you're not giving up on a dream or a goal or a love. I feel like you're not giving up. You're showing people what you're made of, and I feel like you're going to show them a new version of yourself that's going to be like, whoa. Okay, I feel like after a period of self-doubt, or maybe stagnation, maybe blockages, I feel like you come out the winner. That's the energy that I'm getting. And it's almost like you're proving yourself, Sag, but I feel like you've got no reason to prove yourself, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Now let's get to your Celtic cross. Let's see what the present moment, what is the heart of the matter for my beautiful Sag in June? Okay, we got the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles is about nurturing something that starts to grow, whether that is a new job, whether it is love. I will read the career first in the whole reading, and then I will come to the love right at the end. So with this, I feel like either you're looking for a new job, or you're learning something new in order to implement new skills to help you rise up financially and do something very exciting that you really want to achieve. The Page of Pentacles is patient. Okay, now patiently growing money, or patiently waiting for an opportunity to get a raise or a promotion. This is, if you're looking for a job, I feel like there's one coming along. Okay, I feel like pages are very curious about their world, but also pages bring news. So I feel very much like you're going to get some sort of exciting news in June that helps you grow your world. As you can see, this person is tending to the garden. Okay, the watering can is on the back there. Something that you've been working hard on, Sag, that you've been patiently trying to nurture to blossom, I feel like is going to be very, very successful. You will hear some news on this. This is about your goal, your dream, your plan, and I feel like you're determined to make this work. Okay, and I feel like a lot of success is coming towards you to open up some options for you. I feel like this is a time of plenty after maybe even feeling like left out in the cold or a struggle. At first, I feel like this is change in a really positive way for you. Now, what is the challenge? Ten of Swords, overthinking. The Ten of Swords is, your brain going a mile a minute trying to work out what's next. And maybe you're feeling like a lot of people are putting their SHIT on you. They're demanding a lot from you. As you can see, there's lots of different hands there needling your brain. So you're like, give me a rest already. So the challenge could be that you're trying to action some sort of new start, and you want to do something for you, but a lot of people are asking for your time or your attention, or trying to, how can I put that? Nudge you in a direction that maybe they feel is right for you, but you're like, that's not how I see this going. So I feel very much like the challenge here is that there is a new start on the board for you. You're trying to do something really exciting in your career and open yourself up, but you may be overthinking it a little bit, or maybe a lot of people are trying to put their their 2 cents in, and you're like, I can't take everyone's idea on board. I don't really want to be a people pleaser, and Sag, you're not a people pleaser, that's for sure. I feel like there's a lot of mental conflict here, though. There's a lot of overthinking. The Ten of Swords as well is an energy of walking away from something that is just too much. Okay, now you can have a graceful ending, or you can just sort of like just disappear almost into the, it's almost like just shutting people down. I feel like you're going to shut people down verbally unless you take a bit of a break for yourself. I feel like there's a very tense energy here. And I feel like you do not want to get verbally unkind with anyone, Sag, but when you're reaching breaking point, and this is just humans in general, not just Sag, when you reach breaking point, you start to snap at people unintentionally because you're like, look, come on, can you not see I got lots of other things to do? So I feel like you don't really want to do that, and there's a guilt that comes after that as well. And I feel very much like you're trying to navigate a lot of plates, spin a lot of plates in the air and do everything. They're just asking you, Spirit's asking you to just, take some time to breathe, okay? Make sure you take some time for yourself, because there's a lot of frenetic energy in your reading, especially for June. Now that may come from the fact that we've just gone through a lunar eclipse on the 26th of April, sorry, 26th of May there, and we're gonna head to that, let me get my words out, head to a solar eclipse on the 10th of June, which it's almost like you're gearing yourself up towards a major change that's going to be very successful in your career, and things start to go a little bit, how can I put that? They don't always go seamlessly before there's a major change. There's always like little spokes that go in the wheel just before we make a great change. And that tower indicates that's what's happening here. But I feel like you're doing it. You're making the changes and you're adjusting the gears. Now, what is below you? King of Pentacles, boom. Okay, in terms of your career, this is you knowing that you can have the Midas touch. Whatever it is you're trying to action, you are bossing up, Sag. Okay, this is you capitalizing on an opportunity, whether you've started something new and you've got high ideas that you want to go to the top there, or whether this is you actually stepping into a leadership role that's going to bring you a lot of money. Financially, I feel like this is going to be a very auspicious month for you. Wise investor, making solid decisions here. You're growing your money exponentially, and I feel like there's a lot of respect for you in June about the way that you're handling your finances and your career, and I feel like people are going to recognize that you're the right person for the job, or you're the right person to do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, you may be currently in a 9-to-5 job or some sort of situation where you're working for another institution, and you may be thinking about being an entrepreneur and setting up a job or some sort of work on the side there. I feel like you're going to rise to the top of your game in that, and I feel like you're going to be very, very successful, okay? So whatever this is for you, because success is different for everybody, I definitely feel like you got that Midas touch, and financially things are starting to work out in your favor, okay? Your star is starting to rise there. I'm just going to let that, there's a motorcycle that's just going past. It goes past every day, super fast, different times, so just to let that motor go past. Now, what is in your recent past there? King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is an energy of being a bold leader. This is a Leo energy paired with an Aries energy. I normally read it more with an Aries energy, but I'm getting strong Leo at the moment. It can be either or, but I'm just feeling right now that there is an energy here of achievement, of having your eye on something that you're really passionate about. But it's almost like you may have felt like the passion for it is in the past, okay? That now you're shifting gears, you're thinking more about what you get out of things. That's what the sun does, especially when it's in a solar eclipse. It makes us look at what we're investing in terms of our career and what we're getting out of it, that we should be receiving more than we're actually putting in because we work so hard. So there's definitely an energy with the King of Wands that in the recent past, you may have felt like you were doing something passionately, you were getting out there, happening to life, you were being an influencer, you were inspired, okay? And you were aligning yourself with your goals and dreams. But then something came along to curb that. I feel like it was temporary, a temporary timeout that I'm kind of getting. And it's almost like you may be looking at this whole idea or this dream or goal from a different perspective now. Because, passion, we can have a passion for something, and initially it's like that bright spark. We can have passion for it forever, but it's not sustainable in the same intensity. So you may have felt like you lost your way, or you may have felt like you lost your passion, your mojo, your drive to do something, and you may have been feeling like the thing that's carrying you through is, well, at least I'm being paid for it, you're getting money for it, etc., etc. I feel like you're about to find your passion for it again. And also I feel like there may have been an opportunity to be in a leadership position before, but you may have felt like it's in the past, that it's not going to happen. But that's not true. You're actually manifesting something that is way better, that will financially rise you up and give you a lot more opportunity. Something that's really grounded and a little bit long term. Now also, they said I'm not done with this card. So they're indicating here, sorry, they just want me to have a look at this card closer. One moment, please. So they give me the name Scott. Scott. So either your name is Scott, or that is someone you deal with in your workspace. This could be someone who is a boss type figure. Maybe there was someone who inspires you. Or maybe they've left and you're thinking about going for their position. So please take it as it resonates, because it's in the recent past. So this may be someone, I'm going to pull a quick card on it. Maybe this is someone who comes along to give you an opportunity. Can you please clarify this King of Wands? As I said, I will clarify love right at the end, just so you're aware. Okay. Yeah, so a position has become, is opening up. So the Four of Pentacles indicates something is opening up there. Either this person is being let go or has let go, or maybe this person let you go from a position, and you're actually going to have the last laugh. I just see you rising up and being successful, or whatever this means for you. The Four of Pentacles is sort of, it's almost like a position is opening up. That's what I'm getting here with this. For you. And I feel like you're going to find your passion and your drive. Also, Sag, you march to the beat of your own drum, which this figure is absolutely doing. You follow your passion, okay? You follow your heart, but also you follow the finances that goes with it, as long as your passion is engaged. You're not the sort of person who goes after the money, okay? You need to have a little bit more than that. Something that keeps your attention, because your attention span could waver there. You're very, how can I put that? You're very... you're a mover in life. You don't like to stay stagnant in any energy. And now, what is the potential here for June? So I feel like there's a lot of passion, a lot of drive, but also a lot of overthinking things as you navigate something new. The potential, wow, Page of Cups. So in terms of a career, we have an energy of you following your bliss. Okay, when you apply the Page of Cups to career, it is about an opportunity popping out of nowhere to do something that you love, and financially you're rewarded for it, okay, because you've got the opposing energies there. So this is you aligning yourself with perhaps something new or something that you've been investigating, because pages, you know, as I said, they're curious energies. So either you've been doing some sort of volunteer work and it leads to a position, maybe it's an apprenticeship or something like that. I feel like you're being given an opportunity to do what you love. And it's almost like there's an extra bonus here that's a surprise. Let me just pull a card on that energy, because they're showing me there's a surprise attached to this. Can you please clarify what the surprise is? The Hangman in the reverse. Well, either that's that you won't have to wait much longer. I feel, okay, because the Strength card in reverse there, they're indicating that this is something you felt like you were not able to do. Yeah, and you're able to do it. You're able to action it. So you're being given an opportunity to stick to the plan. The Strength card in reverse indicates, you know, you may have dealt with somebody who abused their power in a situation, or you may have felt like you sabotage yourself by believing that you're not good enough, or that you're not ready for a position or an opportunity, because we all go through that. We all go through self-doubt sometimes, Sag. Don't beat yourself up. They're indicating here you won't have to wait much longer. Okay, and if you've been dealing with people who have been very selfish and sort of like putting a lot on you at work and heavy energy, that's all about to shift. That's all about to change. Okay, especially since we've got the World card, which means you've come as far as you can within a situation. It's time to embrace the new. There's a completion here, but there's also satisfaction. There's a wonderful opportunity that comes with a surprise. And it's really satisfying. I feel like this is an exciting time for victory. As you can see, all the elements are in play there. There's a victory wreath that represents success. You're coming full circle, okay? And I feel like there's no regrets on your part. Even if you've had to navigate some really intense energy, you come out the better on the other side. We got the Queen of Swords as well. Queen of Swords is a very sharp energy, but she has strong, healthy boundaries, self-esteem that is through the roof. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. I feel like you'll be able to negotiate a better deal for yourself. I also feel like strategy, whatever game plan or sort of plan that you had will be actioned. The Queen of Swords, she takes action. She goes in search of her goal, her dream, and she takes emotion out of it. Okay, so you may be looking ahead with strategy, or it's almost like clear thinking. You got a vision and you're sticking to it. You're aligning yourself with your vision, and you understand how to get it and how to negotiate a better deal for yourself. I feel like a lot of communication in June for you, and I feel like you're bossing up. There's definitely an energy here of you maybe taking action on something that you thought was never going to happen. Okay, the fish represents the surprise. Okay, and the T represents something stable, something where you feel comfortable, you're just having tea, and then all of a sudden a pop happens where there's a surprise. So I feel like it's a time for blossoming for you, okay, in terms of your career and doing something that you love doing. Now, what is in the near future? Seven of Wands, beautiful energy. Just to let you know, I'm using the Mystical Moments Tarot. And I'm using them in the upright for this particular reading for June, just so you're aware. Anything I clarify, I do it in the reverse as well if they show up. But the Seven of Wands is an energy of you being your personal best, Sag. Okay, this is your energy. This is about you showing people how strong you are. This is about you showing people that you're coming out of your cage and you mean business, okay? This is about you being above the competition. Also, this is about you enduring so much in life. It's been etched on the body. Can you see? There's the inner strength there, that sort of like leopard roaring. That's your inner strength. Love, you wear your heart on your sleeve kind of energy. What you see is what you get with the Sag. And that's what I love about Sagittarians. Even if you, I know a lot of Sagittarians, really sharp energy. If I have a conversation with them and I want someone to tell me the truth of a situation, I go to a Sag. They're just like so blunt. I love it because, why should I want it any other way? I don't want someone to sugarcoat something to me. I don't want a yes person in my life who's not going to tell me the truth. Sag is awesome. I love that energy. As you can see, there's been battles here. There's been toxic energy that's come your way that you've sort of let into your heart in sometimes, but I feel like you've overcome it. And there's a lot of blossoming, and you've got the anchor as well, which is a representation of where do you feel at home. But I feel like you're really coming into your own with this. You're rising above any competition. You're the best person for the job. You're the person who's got the knowledge, the smarts, the strength, the tenacity to go and achieve your goals, okay? So I feel like they want another card in this position. One moment, please. They're just showing me something. Now they're just showing me like a little dog that is sort of wandering over. It's kind of gray and white. It's wandering over, and it's almost like it's investigating a shoe. I know this is such a strange image to be getting for you right now, but this is what they're giving me. It's like a gray and white little dog investigating a shoe that is just next to you. I feel like it's your shoe. And then I feel like someone is scooping the dog up and putting them on the lap. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but they want that person, whoever that connects to pay close attention to this reading, because that's what they're giving me. They're trying to connect to you, okay? There's something very important, and it's about self-esteem, knowing that you're good enough. You can do this, okay? Now, as I was saying that as well, they'll give me a name, very interesting name. I've never heard this before. I don't feel like I have. Griselda. Griselda. So if your name is Griselda, there's something in this message for you. Again, it's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. It is a very unique energy, but they want to pull that person back into the reading because their attention may have wavered. Now we got the 10 of Pentacles. So you've got what it takes to hit the big 10. You've got what it takes to financially blow it all out of the park. Be a boss. Step into a responsible role where you lead or be an entrepreneur and gain a lot of money. There's a lot of pentacles in your June reading. So a lot of financial reward here. And it's because you're good enough. You can go the distance and you've got what it takes to be better than all the rest. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles indicates this is a solid amount of money coming on in here that will allow you to leave a legacy. Maybe even, start planning for retirement. I feel like you're really sort of doing something stable here. Also, I feel, now this is not going to be for everyone. It's only if, okay, I don't like really talking about this, but they're giving it to me, so I will give it, which is someone is receiving inheritance. That means someone has passed, but I feel like this person has passed already. This is not someone who's about to pass. So I feel like when you come to this reading, the person has already passed and has put you in their will. If that's you, I'm sending you out a lot of love, a lot of care, and so many hugs. If I could reach out through the screen, I would, but I'm just sending you all that out, okay? It's not going to resonate for everyone. It's not for you if no one has passed. Just want you to be clear. So don't be worrying that someone's about to pass, because that's not the energy I'm picking up on. Okay, so they're indicating the Ten of Pentacles actually allows you to change your future as well exponentially. It's going to be a lot more life of luxury. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What is the advice my beautiful Sagittarians are given in this moment? Three of Swords. What's happening, Sag? You just don't believe it. The Three of Swords indicates, you know, you're going through some sort of sadness, or you're feeling you're grieving something. Now, either you lost your job or your career is changing beyond your wildest dreams, because we've had COVID and a lot of people are either working from home, you're feeling a little bit isolated there, or there's a sadness. There's definitely an energy here of you trying to process some sort of grief or sort of loneliness there. I feel also there's an energy here that you did what you did with love, and you may have felt like you've had to give it up, or you felt like it's not going to happen. It's caused you a lot of grief, a lot of pain. You've made a lot of sacrifices for this career. So it's a bit sad that you may feel like you're about to have to walk away from it, or that you had to walk away from it. But as you can see, there's a huge surprise here that brings something a lot greater. I feel like you're still on the same course with your plan, but I feel like it's almost like a plot twist that's happening for you. And although you're grieving that sadness, you're about to be surprised, okay? Because this is the potential. This is in the near future. So there's a lot of exciting energy coming towards you. Now, what is the external environment? High Priestess. Trust your intuition, okay? If something feels off, it's off, okay? Also, the High Priestess, she's mute. She trusts in the universe. She trusts in the divine timing of the universe. What is meant for you will never pass you by. But the High Priestess highlights an energy of knowing that mountains are being moved behind the scenes, and also she's understanding things with a greater depth of intensity rather than the intellectual mind. So it's almost like you're following your heart, your passion, your drive. With that Queen of Swords that came out earlier, you're trying to also negotiate things and think logically about these things and use your intuition. So I'm not surprised that, you know, you've got that Ten of Swords as being a challenge, because if you're trying to navigate your intuition, your intelligence, your passion, your drive, your love for something in your career, it's so many gear shifts. You're like, oh, I got to keep all the plates spinning. So also the High Priestess, you know, represents that curtain, which indicates some sort of secret knowledge or information, something that is going to show up in your world that actually helps you navigate the seas around you. So I feel like some sort of news information, you got 2 pages there bringing news. It allows you to see things as they truly are. And I feel like something's coming to the surface to help you move forward. And now I don't know anything about a comet, Sag. I haven't read anything about a comet recently, so I'm going to look it up after this reading. But they're indicating a comet. They're showing me like a comet on this in the sky. So I don't know if this is an actual astronomical affair that is happening in June. I'll have to look it up. But I mean, the comet burns brightly and sort of streaks across the sky. So maybe it's about, you know, you shining and sort of going the distance on something. I'm not sure how that resonates. Maybe the word comet is important to you because the way that they're showing me, but they're also highlighting the word comet. So maybe the business is called Comet, or you just saw a billboard that's got a comet on it, or so please take it as resonates. I'm not sure how it resonates for you. I was just trying to decode it. Now, what is a hope and fear for my beautiful Sag? Hopes and fears for June. We have the Devil card. Oof. Okay, that would be a fear for sure. There's an energy here with the Devil card of fear in terms of control. Okay, so what I'm getting from this card is you may feel stuck. Now, if there's anything worse, I don't think there is even anything worse to a Sag than feel like you cannot move, because as I said, I feel like you're a sign that needs to move forward. You need to be doing something, okay? Otherwise, your energy just drains completely. So the Devil card represents some sort of obsessive energy. Now, I'm going to check out what that is. If you're working really hard, Sag, and you're not even taking a break, be mindful that you may be obsessed with the outcome or, financial affairs, because there's a lot of money here. So don't get too attached to a financial outcome or obsess over that sort of energy. I'm just going to pull a card on the Devil. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The fear here as well is, the fear here also is sort of leaving a very tense situation behind and making, it's almost like there's no control then. There's lack of control. You know, when you take a leap of faith into something, you're not sure how it's going to go. And maybe your world has been quite, not rigid, but, you've had certain patterns. You may feel like a little bit out of control once those patterns sort of change. We've got the Two of Voices. This is indecision. This is stagnancy. Again, this is not being able to move, okay? Two of Voices is the Two of Swords. Having to compromise or make a decision and being tempted to follow the money, perhaps, over the passion. So just be mindful of that. I'm going to pull another card. As I said, I will clarify love. There's a lot of love coming on in here for you, by the way. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. How would you like to sleep? Thank you. Justice. So what is right for you will never pass you by. But the Justice is another card for weighing things up, judging a situation. So you got two cards. Sometimes when we don't know which way to turn, we get a little bit obsessed about the energy because we don't want to make a wrong move. And sometimes, just sometimes, Sag, when we get a little bit scared on something, we choose, in terms of career, we may choose the path of money. Okay, now that's neither here nor there. That's not, there's no judgment here. If you choose the money, great. Money is not an awful thing unless you're being an awful person with it, right? So, but there's an energy here of you weighing something up or finding a solution to something. There may also be contracts involved, and it may just feel like it's a big old headache because you got that Ten of Swords. It's almost like, this is too much. But I feel like you will find a solution to this. And I feel like also that this is fair. This is the moment that is right for you. It will never pass you by, that I've been talking about. It will change your future for the better. And I feel like this moment, the present moment, June, is very important for you. Justice will be yours. There's good karma coming here when you get the Justice in the upright. But you may feel a little bit like hesitant at first. Always follow your heart and your intuition. The money will flow from there, okay? But also there may be a little bit of energy. Sometimes I get with the Devil card energy of looking at the fear itself. What's holding you back? What's keeping you stagnant? When you can identify the fear of moving forward on something, then you're plain sailing, because it doesn't become a fear anymore. We're often afraid of the unknown. So when we, as humans, identify the root of the fear, then it becomes known. So therefore, we can move past it, okay? So let's see what a hope would be. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The Fool card. The hope is the new start. You just want, you need to take the leap of faith. The hope here, as you can see, this figure is standing on a very lush sort of grass and greenery, and she's already picked a little yellow flower there. I hope you can see it in that hand, but there's a bigger one right there, and it looks very tempting. Okay, but it's attached to something that's a bit scary and has the potential to not go very well should she not, take the opportunity or take the leap to take it. But she's already, it's almost like she's got something, but she's contemplating something bigger. Okay, now there is potential here to grasp onto that and be absolutely fine, because this figure here has to unfurl. There's a lot of time. I feel like there's an opportunity to do something really quick here, Sag. Obviously use your intuition. Don't just dive all in, because the Fool card, that would be foolhardy, and you would have got it in this position, but I'm not reading that energy for this month. There's an energy here of potential. You have the potential for something greater, and it requires you coming out of your comfort zone. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Otherwise, you're just going to stay in the same place, okay? I'm not saying just, leave it all behind tomorrow and go out and do something new. I feel like whatever plan you've got is all starting to work. And I feel it gives you an opportunity to do that leap of faith and it to be very, very successful, okay? The fear would be, there's just an energy here sometimes of you in June, maybe even before. The resistance comes from you saying, maybe I'm not ready yet, maybe not now, maybe tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes when you really think about it. It's always tomorrow because you're living in today. Tomorrow is always tomorrow. Today is always today. So just be mindful of that energy. Now, what is the outcome? You want one more? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful for messages so far. We have, beautiful. So we got the Death card. Death card is major arcana. There's a lot of major arcana in your reading. Towards the end, which is the outcome position. What they're indicating with the Death card is change. Endings bringing a new beginning. This is releasing, shedding anything that is old or familiar. Not doing the same thing again. As I said, this is the energy. The Tower card is about shaking up the system. You know, the Tower comes along and something is taken away in order to be replaced with something greater, something better. It's almost like an epiphany, okay? Maybe just an idea, a new way of doing things in terms of planning. Or it could be physically actually doing something that is shocking to a lot of people, where you're doing something different. But the Death card represents you're letting yourself blossom despite the circumstances. It's like that phoenix rising from the ashes. You're making room for something greater, okay? You're being your wonderful, authentic self. And there's no other way to be, Sag. And you know that, okay? And what does it bring? It brings the Ace of Swords. Beautiful energy. Ace of Swords basically means triumphant success. It is that epiphany moment, either a new idea or, sudden clarity on where you need to go. You've got everything you need within you to make this happen. As you can see, this figure is sitting there. All the universe is within this figure, within the clothes, within the brain. You know, you have infinite opportunities to change your destiny, and the key lies with you. So I feel like you're finding that moment of that aha moment where you unlock it all, okay? Also, in terms of a job, I feel like you're going to get some sort of news. Aces are divinely guided by the universe. They show up unexpectedly, an intervention by spirit, good karma coming your way. And swords are about communication. So I feel like you're going to get a surprise communication, especially with that Tower card, that comes along to sort of unlock your destiny in a really exciting way in terms of your career. So, or you're being given an opportunity to really run with your ideas and be successful with it, okay? So, excellent energy. I'm loving it. It's beautiful. It's like leaving all the obstacles behind. Now, in terms of love, let's get to love for you for this. Now, the Page of Pentacles indicates, I just get this energy of you got a lot to offer, Sag. But in this present moment, you feel like you don't have as much to offer as the next person. You may be thinking that you are always passed up in terms of love when it comes to it because you're in Page of Pentacles energy. Okay, this is what you have to offer. Now, it's not what you have to offer. This is your perception of it, okay? I feel like you're also nurturing yourself in this moment and you are really focusing on your career, but I feel also that you're trying to come back to your center, okay? Doing what is right for you so that you can be ready for that blossoming moment where you meet somebody, okay? Now, the Ten of Swords indicates something has ended for you in terms of love. Maybe that's even your hope, which would be a real shame, Sag, because there is love coming for you. But there's an energy here of overthinking things in the past, or there's a challenge here of sometimes believing like you're not worth it, or having this energy of, love is just too much to think about. I've had a painful ending in the past. I'm not even going to focus on it, okay? Just release, let go. I feel like there's a lot of recovery and forgiveness on the past happening, and I feel like you're trying to work your way through that energy. What is below you? You're looking for something solid, okay? You're looking for something that goes the distance, invests in a relationship with you, something that grows, something that respects you, a union that meets you halfway. You're looking for the one who will, be by your side through life, take that journey of life, something stable. And you will find it because you're actually nurturing yourself to that position. Now, what is in the past? You may have had a passionate relationship with someone in the past, and this person may have had fire in their charts as well. Leo, Aries, Sag energy. This was a strong emotional relationship. You may have even felt like this person was the one. This person swept you off your feet, and you may have felt like you also it's almost like I'm getting an energy of you may have felt like you were taken in by someone charming, but they were not ready to settle down, or there was some sort of energy where this person used sex for intimacy. I feel very much like also there's an independent spirit here, Sag. Now, whether this is you or them, there was a clash of this independence. So, I mean, keep your wonderful independent self, Sag. Never, ever change your wonderful self for anybody. The right person accepts you no matter what, accepts you as you are. So, you know, don't let anyone change you, of course. Let me just go and get that over here. One moment, please. Oh, this person kept you waiting. We got the Hangman. Okay, so now that we're clarifying love, we're getting the love card showing up here. The Hangman, this person was very selfish. They kept you waiting. I feel like you're really dissecting the relationship, what went before in the past. Now, this could have been years ago. It could have been like last week that you separated, but I really feel like you're mulling things over. And I feel like there's two elements here, Sag. Please don't shoot the messenger when I say this. There's an element here of you feeling like maybe this was a missed opportunity. Maybe I coulda, shoulda, woulda said all of these things or done all of these things. Sag, you did everything that you were meant to do because it was fated, okay? There's an energy here of sacrifice. You sacrifice a lot for this person. I can't really remember, but I feel like when I clarified this card earlier, because I'm channeling, I'm scrying in the water, I feel like the Hangman came out for this card also, but I feel like it was in the reverse. I feel in this moment, I feel like you see where you almost put yourself on hold for this person and you didn't mean to. So I feel like you're looking at that, okay? And how you're making sure that you don't do that again. And there's a Six of Inspiration here. There was an energy here of you feel it may have been a failure, but there's no failures in life. There's only learning lessons, okay? Because we recognize in those moments where everything crumbles, we recognize what works, what does not work, what we will take, what we will not accept. So we're learning how to do things differently for the next time and the next time. I feel very much like you dealt with someone who sabotaged the energy, someone who had a lot of passion and a lot of emotion for you. You may have felt like this person was a soulmate, okay? Six of Inspiration indicates this person either retreated from you because they felt a lack of confidence next to you. It's almost like your independence actually scared them, Sag. Okay, now I don't get that energy often in a reading, but they're indicating this person was intimidated by that. And that's why I say don't ever change yourself, because the right person is about to show up in your world who matches your energy, okay? They're the right person for you. This person who could not match you in that way, they felt the passion was not sustainable because they felt like, I just get this energy of they have self-doubt sometimes and they cause drama sometimes to push people away. Now, hurt people, Sag. So I'm not here to blame anybody or judge anybody's situation. But there's an energy here of pushing away, especially since we got the Two of Emotions there. There's a breakup here. You may feel like this person is disinterested in you. There was a lot of arguments, passionate ones at that, but this person did love. So if you ever were wondering, did this person love me because of what went down in the past? They did. They loved you a lot, okay? There was a deep, deep love and passion here. And I think at one point this person actually felt like you were someone that they wanted to be with long term. I'm going to quickly pull a card on that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. But the thing is, this person was not meant for you. Yeah, the Tower. They avoided their energy. The Tower represents, in the reverse, represents denial, avoidance, fear. They were reluctant to give themselves over to this connection because they did not want to settle down in that moment. They felt like they hadn't got their world together or their life together. There's something about them feeling incomplete, and they resisted the connection. So that's all in the past now, though. So you may be weighing those moments up. Don't overthink them. What it was meant to happen, happened. There's potential for new love here. Page of Cups indicates that there is someone coming into your world. There will be quite a surprise. Pisces energy. Now, they may also have Cancer or Scorpio in their chart. Could also have a little bit of Aries, Leo, Sag, as well as some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you will definitely be talking to somebody new. I mean, it could be any sign, but the energy that I'm picking up is stronger in those areas. The Page of Cups indicates a soulmate kind of energy. Someone who comes on in, someone who really cares about the world. This person may be a little bit younger than you as well, Sag. This person, really good heart, beautiful heart, okay? They're just asking me to look at this card closer. One moment, please. So they just give me a name, Dale. Dale. So either this person is called Dale, or your name is Dale. I mean, it could be a surname or something, or maybe where you live. Please take it as it resonates. I'm not sure what it means other than a name, Dale. Okay, I mean, maybe you live in the Dales or something. I don't know. Please take it as it resonates. Now, I'm just going to pull a quick card on that Page of Cups because I'm getting a double energy. And the double energy for love is that someone returning from your past to apologize. But I just want to clarify the energy because it's only slight. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Three of Inspiration. Okay. Yeah, so they're indicating it's not going to be for everyone, of course, Sag, but there is a potential. I would say it's a small potential to hear from the person in the past. I just get this person not making action right now. I feel like this person is at a stalemate energy. I feel like they're not really coming on in to talk to you in June. That's the energy that I'm getting. I feel like there's someone new coming on in June for you. Again, please don't shoot the messenger. This is the energy that I'm picking up on here. The Knight of Action, sorry, the Knight of, well, it is the Knight of Action. The Knight of Voices is in the reverse, which indicates there's no movement forward. So the person in the past, if they owe you an apology, there's no movement forward from them in June, just to let you know. Okay, it doesn't mean at the end of June or afterwards that they're not going to come towards you, but I feel in June, you will not be talking to this person at that time. The person in the past, you will be talking to somebody new. Okay, aces often bring new. Three of Inspiration indicates you know, it's the start of something new in terms of expanding your horizon. As you can see, the domino effect, you get to choose which domino you kind of like knock, whether it's this one or this one. And there's an expansion of opportunities when you get the Three of Fire or the Three of Wands there. So I feel like you will achieve an energy of meeting someone passionately halfway, but it feels like it's not that person in the past in June. That's what I'm getting from this. And clarifying that is the Ten of Inspiration in the reverse. You're releasing the baggage. You're finally saying no to that person in the past and sort of going, you know what? Let me just open myself up to what the world has to offer because I'm deserving. Okay, it's not an egotistical thing. I feel like it's just become too heavy that you just can't take it anymore. You're walking away, and you deserve love, Sag, which of course is important to know. The Seven of Wands indicates you're turning heads. You know, you've endured a lot in terms of love, and I feel like you're rising up, finding your mojo, and recognizing that you know, there's an energy here of strength, inner strength, and inner knowing. It's almost like you're going to be getting out there again when it comes to love and not letting anyone have you in a cage, as it were. And the Ten of Pentacles indicates you will be meeting someone that settles down. The Ten of Pentacles it's almost like happy families or sort of a marriage kind of union, something that is a lot of people coming to plant roots together. So, or you and a person coming to plant roots, a happy family, you know, building a home together. So I feel like you will be meeting somebody who invests fully in a connection with you and goes the distance, wants to move in with you. You know, it grows, and the Ten of Pentacles is about moving on into retirement age. So it will be someone who goes the distance with you in terms of love. Now, the Three of Swords, though, indicates that you may be still looking at a loss from a past relationship or some sort of heartbreak there. There's an energy here of feeling a little bit down in this moment, but I feel like a positive energy is coming from this, Sag. It's almost like you're processing emotions because you recognize that you need to heal before you move forward. You do not want to take any baggage into your next relationship, okay? So I feel like you're really turning this around. Now they keep showing me this and I'm not really sure what it is, so I ignored it the first time. It's like a square white cube that is squishy. I almost feel like it's like a mint kind of candy that's kind of squishy. It's like a cube though, and I've never seen one before, so I'm not really sure what it is. So if that's you eating like a square cubed kind of minty candy chew, there's something in this message for you. It's almost like I'm getting it in my fingers and I'm squeezing it. So I don't know what that is. So I ignored it at first, but they keep giving it to me. And if they keep giving it to me, I have to mention it until such time as I release that energy. Now, the environment is perfect for you to meet someone on your wave level, someone who just gets you. The High Priestess indicates a psychic bond or connection with you and someone. Trust the process. The right person will show up in your world. Now, the hope and fear, of course, with the Devil and the Fool is being attached to the past or being attached to somebody that you were obsessed with, or this person in the past was obsessed with you also. This person could have had a toxic energy, or you were in a pattern with this person that was unbreakable, or you felt you could not release the fixation that this relationship brought for you and this person. But you recognize the hope here is you want to take a leap of faith into something new. You want to unburden yourself from this energy and have a hopeful new beginning with somebody. I feel like you're going to take a chance on love and release the fear. And here we have it. The Death card signals the end of something with somebody. Now, this could be a change in a relationship, a change in dynamics. It doesn't mean that you're going to release a person completely from the past if you do not wish to. You can have the power to heal relationships because that's your free will. It's up to you. But the Death card can signify a change within that dynamic where you release a pattern and you both release a habit in order to have a new beginning together, okay? That requires a conversation or an epiphany moment or some sort of new way of doing something. There has to be clarity here. But if you're wanting new love, the Death card signals the end of that old relationship and moving forward for something that opens you up to something greater, okay? That phoenix from the ashes. Someone who blossoms and meets you halfway. As you can see, the butterfly there represents more change. Now, the Ace of Swords indicates you will be talking to somebody new and someone who is a meeting of minds, someone who unlocks everything with you. It's almost like you and this person, when you meet this new person, you have long talks way into the night. This person communicates with you. It's so obvious where you stand with this new person. They do not confuse you in any shape or form. I feel like you've been waiting a long time for someone to unlock your heart, but also unlock your mind. You're not someone who's just going to fall in love. You're the sort of person who needs all the boxes ticked. You need someone who makes you laugh. They're showing me someone who makes you laugh is very, very high on your list. I feel like that's almost number one. Because they're showing me a list right now and they're showing me someone ticking things next to it. And I feel like laughter is kind of at the top. But I feel like it's almost like at the top, but something at the top of that has been crossed out. It's making laughter the most important. So maybe it's about you reevaluating what you want in a person, okay? But anyway, Ace of Swords indicates you're going to be meeting someone who's on the same wavelength as you. Someone who sparks passion, desire, communication, love, all of those things. And I feel like it's an exciting time for you. As I said, triumphant success when you get an Ace of Swords. Also, Ace of Swords, they are destiny and fate intervening in your situation with the law of karma. So things will start happening quite quickly for you. So I feel like there's a surprise connection that is coming your way that allows you to really embrace love again. Okay, now I'll leave it there for June for you. I'm just going to give you a vintage wisdom oracle card there before I close. We've got change and we've got celebration. So yeah, as you can see, this person here is sort of hiding from the change or trying to avoid it there, but there's wisdom. So do not avoid the changes. That's what the Tower is. I feel like you're not avoiding the changes anymore. You're shaking the whole system up. I feel like you're shocking a lot of people to do something different. And as you can see in the future there's a brighter day. The sun is shining. And also we got the celebration. All those butterflies, the change brings celebration. So this is a really exciting time for you in career and in love. It's a time for blossoming. As you can see, this person, she's holding a cup. And cups are always about love, emotion, and hopes and dreams, okay? Whether that's in career or love, that's totally your call. Success looks different to everybody. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They wanted this card. We got peace in the reverse, and they want one more. Thank you so much. We've got chaos and conflict. So let me read. It's interesting. So you got the Tower card there, and we got the chaos and conflict. So a lot of change happening in your reading, Sag. Number 23, let's see. You get the protection message as it is in the reverse. So it says, now is a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again your life will be filled with beautiful music. Okay, so even though there is lots of gear shifts in your life in June, maintaining that peace of mind, very important, because you've got that 10 of Swords as being a challenge. So peace of mind is so important. Okay, you can ride out this change. I feel like you're the storm. You know when there's that quote, when it says, beware the storm, it says, darling, I am the storm. I feel like that's your energy. You're happening to life. You're making the changes. And we've got number 33, which is chaos and conflicts. I'll read the relationship and the prosperity message for that because you got it in the upright. And it says, prosperity message. Circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so that you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time, and it feels as if there are opposing forces whenever you turn. Be assured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you so that the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. Okay, so starting off with that Tower, know that there is goodness on the other side. And the relationship message. Stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want resolved. This is an opportunity moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what is really important to you. And some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear, and you will be in a much better place than before the storm. The storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can be electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. Okay, Sag, so things are going to get pretty electric here for you. I will leave it there. I'm just going to give you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much for it. Oh, they just want that one. What is that? Oh, wow. Okay, so I gave you a key here, which is really interesting because you got that Ace of Swords. The key is so important on that. They're indicating the key to unlocking it all is that everything is coming into alignment, okay? Those represent the planets, and because we've had a lunar eclipse that's just gone past there on the 26th of June, and now we got the solar eclipse happening, that's when the planets are aligning. So, you know, Earth, Moon, and Sun are all coming into alignment to make that eclipse. Very important time for you unlocking this energy. It may feel chaotic because we've got the eclipses. Also, just an aside, do not charge your crystals during an eclipse because that downloads chaotic energy. But I feel like you're riding this storm to unlocking prosperity and goodness and abundance on the other side. Whether that's in love or in career, I feel like it's a great time for change for you. They went on the Ace of Swords, of course they do. So you're about to unlock it all. But know that it may be a slightly bumpy transition as we go through those eclipses, okay? I don't want to blow smoke up here. You know what? I have to tell you that it may be a little bit of a bumpy transition. But on the other side, there's a lot of great things, okay, Sag? I will leave it there. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. That lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to be in with a chance to win that free personal reading, free to win, free to enter, free to receive, all you have to do is take 10 minutes out of your day to really visualize what it is that you want, okay? See yourself doing it, not just wanting it. So if you want the love of your life, see yourself with that person. Imagine yourself looking at this person's face. What does it look like? See the pores over their skin. You know, see the cute little hair that's beside their ears. Imagine yourself having dinner with this person or spooning them at night. I really want you to see it and believe it and feel it like you're living it, okay? Also, in terms of career, see yourself doing the job of your dreams. If it entails getting on a flight, see yourself getting on that flight, going to business meetings abroad. See yourself writing the checks, typing up the documents, see the money coming into your account and you spending that money and living the life of luxury that money affords you. I really want you to see it, feel it, like you can touch it and taste it, okay? You can share it with the collective if you wish to in the comments box below, but if you do not wish to, all you have to do is put the words intentions set, okay? And I will gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of June and choose them for the to win the reading, okay? Depending on who my guides guide me towards. Also, just finally, also, my new channel is called The Muse Eye Messages if you want to check that out. It's the Pick a Card channel, as I mentioned. I will leave it there, my beautiful Sag. Thank you so much, and love and light.